Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the first Smackdown Live review that we are doing for the channel. It's been a while since Smackdown's been live, and here we are. Today, July 19th, is the draft, and boy, was it a doozy. I missed the first 20 minutes of the show, but as soon as I got to the sit down and watch, SmackDown had just drafted John Cena. Then Raw got Brock Lesnar. SmackDown got Randy Orton. Raw got New Day. And then I went back and looked because every 2 picks, Raw got 3. So right before John Cena, Raw got Roman Reigns. And as I was writing this, there was a match going on, but we'll get to that in a second. Before this had happened, Raw picked Seth Rollins with the #1 pick, Charlotte with the 3rd pick, and Finn Balor with the 5th pick, 5th overall pick. He was the first NXT call-up, and yeah, Finn Balor is now on Monday Night Raw. Very, very awesome. SmackDown picked Dean Ambrose with his 1st pick, which would be the 2nd pick, and AJ Styles with the 4th pick. While I was writing this, there was a match that started and finished, so it wasn't that long. It was Zack Ryder and Darren Young versus Rusev and The Miz. It was a Challengers vs. Champions match. The match was decent, but it was really short. Miz tapped to the chicken wing arm lock that Darren Young locked in. Xavier Woods versus Bray Wyatt. Bray took over for most of the match. It was pretty much all Bray the whole time. Xavier did eventually, he had a knee to the face, but not until after Bray had slammed him and hit a senton. And then right after the knee, he ran into his sister Abigail for the win. It was a really quick match, but hey, what are you going to do? Kane versus Kevin Owens. Match didn't happen. Sami Zayn attacked Kevin Owens on the ramp for the match. And then Kevin Owens had Sami Zayn get chokeslammed. And then Kane's like, fuck you, I'm going to chokeslam both of you. And then the match ends after Kane double chokeslams Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. More picks are chosen. Raw chooses Sami Zayn. SmackDown chooses Bray Wyatt. Raw then chooses Sasha Banks. SmackDown gets Becky Lynch. And Raw picks up Chris Jericho. Don't know exactly why they picked Chris Jericho. In the segment that they did right before it, Mick Foley picked up Sasha Banks and said that Shane and Daniel Bryan must not realize that there's also women in this draft, and then Daniel Bryan selects Becky Lynch. But then Mick Foley does like this weird thing where he's like, oh, you picked up Becky Lynch, I gotta change my mind really quick, and then he chooses Chris Jericho, and it didn't make any sense. Sasha Banks versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke in a handicap match. Sasha did this really cool knee thing where she dove off the apron, she kneed Charlotte in the face, and then as soon as she got up, she took a clothesline to the face from Dana Brooke. And then she started to rally back. She hit the bank statement on Dana Brooke, but right before that, she threw Dana into the corner. Charlotte got a tag in, Sasha didn't notice, and Charlotte hit the natural selection on Sasha for the win. Rather quick match. 5 more picks. Raw gets Rusev and Lana. Daniel Bryan did not want to make this pick, but because Raw got the United States Championship, SmackDown picked Miz with Maurice so they can have the Intercontinental Championship. Raw then picked Kevin Owens, SmackDown picked Baron Corbin, and Raw picked Enzo and Cass. Cesaro versus Chris Jericho. The match started with 2 uppercuts and a clothesline. Chris Jericho then hit an enziguri. He hit a Frankensteiner off the top rope for a 2 count. And then Cesaro had an uppercut party. Jericho went swinging, and Cesaro went for the springboard uppercut, but Chris Jericho reversed it into the codebreaker, which is kind of cool, and that won him the match. Raw then selected the club, so AJ and Styles and the club are now broken up. Also, Enzo and Cass and John Cena are broken up, so after Battleground, John Cena and AJ Styles are on SmackDown, the club and Enzo and Cass are on Raw. SmackDown picked American Alpha, so that's pretty cool. Raw picked Big Show for some reason. SmackDown picked Dolph Ziggler, and Raw picked Nia Jax. They advertised as Dean versus Seth for the WWE title rematch as next, but as soon as it came back from commercial, they did 5 more picks. Raw picked up Neville, SmackDown got Natalya, Raw picked up Cesaro, SmackDown got Del Rio, and Raw picked up Sheamus, and that was the last of the picks that were live. I'll go over the final 30 picks that were on the WWE Network. They're all shit. We'll go over those after the main event. Dean versus Seth for a WWE title rematch. I know I said in my Raw review that Seth won the championship because that's what it was advertised as. That's how it Raw ended, with Seth winning the championship. It wasn't announced because they didn't say anything about an aftermath thing on the WWE Network. They didn't advertise anything. They didn't promote anything. They didn't say stay tuned live to see what happens on the Raw Fallout or whatever. They didn't say anything, so I didn't watch the WWE Network after. I got updated that after after resolving the incident, Dean retains by double pin. So that's why the title says Seth's championship ? But in my review I said Seth won the championship with no official announcement. Anyway, Shane is like, we're going to do it again and have a title rematch. Before the match, as JoJo was calling out Dean Ambrose's name, Seth attacked him, and before the match, then it went to commercial. Of course it did. Seth then started the match on top. He dominated the beginning of the match. It was pretty much all Seth for like 5 minutes. Dean then flipped Seth over the timekeeper's area, and he went to dive off the announce table into Seth, but Seth moved and Dean went ribcage first into the barricade. Seth then knees and kicks Dean Ambrose in the head, but he only gets a 2 count. Dean hits a clothesline and starts to rally back. Seth powerbombs Dean into the corner, but Dean rolls out of the way of the frog splash. Dean launches Seth pokes Dean in the eye, goes for the pedigree. Dean launches Seth over the ropes, and then on the outside, Dean dives through the ropes, taking out Seth. Dean then hits an elbow drop, taking out Seth, and gets onto the top rope. Seth then gets back in the ring, superplexes Dean, the same spot that they did last night where the double pin happened. Seth then goes for another suplex. Dean reverses that into a Dirty Deeds. 1, 2, 3. Dean Ambrose retains the WWE Championship. SmackDown has the championship for now. And then ends with Shane and Daniel Bryan running down to the ring, giving Dean another SmackDown shirt because Seth Rollins destroyed his, and them having a big yes chant in the middle of the ring. Then on the WWE Network, there were 30 more picks. Raw got Darren Young with Bob Backlund, Sin Cara, Paige, Titus O'Neil, the Dudleys, Golden Truth, Drax Swagger, Summer Rae, Mark Henry, Braun Strowman, Bo Dallas, The Shining Stars, Dana Brooke, Curtis Axel, and Alicia Fox. SmackDown got Kalisto, The Usos, Kane, Naomi, Zack Ryder, Apollo Crews, Alexa Bliss from NXT, Breezango. I'm not going to say this one next. We're going to save that one for last. The Vaudevillains, Eric Rowan, Mojo Rawley from NXT, Carmella from NXT, and the last pick, the best pick of them all, Eva Marie. I don't know why she got drafted, but she got drafted to fucking Smackdown. So, yeah, Eva Marie is on SmackDown Live. But that has been your SmackDown Live review. Hopefully, I don't miss the first 20 minutes of SmackDown every day. That was an accident. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Hopefully that didn't even get picked up. But yeah, it was a pretty good show. I mean, the draft was the majority. There will be on Friday. There will be a Battleground preview. Preview predictions. I unfortunately will not be able to watch the pre-show. Pre-show normally sucks anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know how you guys thought the draft went. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Camp Cody, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles.